Hi guys, it's Tara Reid. You're watching Joe and Marie all day, all night. YouTube family.
How you doing, guys?
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of What Didn't Make the Shelf. This is episode number 47, and I got, holy shit, I got 23 titles. If you haven't watched Christmas Vacation yet, it's a staple for us. We love it. Happy December. Here we go. The first one is not in this stack, actually.
No.
It is a Murderous Trance from 2018, and it is 102 minutes. This is probably the most What Didn't Make the Shelf titles. Anyway, it's based on the book The Guardian Angel, and it's about who controls your mind. It's very psychological.
Mm-hmm.
Can a person be hypnotized to kill? I did a little bit of fast forwarding in this movie, actually. You probably saw me a little bit.
I was watching the film.
Oh, yeah, and I'm like, fast forward. Because
I was
it was
bored.
very quiet, and there were pauses. So, you find this guy, and somebody's hired to hypnotize him to find out about a murder. Who did it, what happened, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It was slow. And I give it a 0.5.
I give it the same. I was watching it with her, and then halfway through, I was like, I am so bored with this
It
movie.
was not really watchable. It was like pulling teeth for
Yeah.
me. But if you like a slow kind of find out why this happened, hypnotize, it was very slow. Don't like run out to watch this.
Yeah.
All right, moving right along. The Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal from 2013. It is 90 minutes. This was weird.
Very weird.
Yeah. This is about a history professor who finds his like clone, his dupe, and they switch lives, and it's pretty interesting. And then there's this dumb thing that happens at the end. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, because it's way worth more watching than Murderous Trance.
Yeah.
But The Enemy.
It's,
The Enemy is his like life double, and
Yeah.
how it plays out, and their relationships, and the stupid thing at the end.
it was so dumb.
But yeah, it was kind of interesting as seeing two Jake Gyllenhaals. Like, wow,
Yeah.
they did a pretty good job putting it together. But anyway,
What'd you give it?
I give it a 1
Uh,
for Jake Gyllenhaal and like the story. There was a little bit of a story there.
I give it a 1.5. The end is what killed it for me. That end, I was just like,
I would have
what?
just, the end squashed it for me.
Yep. But,
It lost all of its legs.
yeah, 1.5.
Oh, you're more generous than me. But this next one is Blood Diamond from 2006. It is 143 minutes, which kind of went by quickly for me. And from 2006, Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Connelly. Basically, there is a whole community not hired.
Enslaved.
Yeah, I was going to say a bunch of slaves are worked in the mud fields to search for this blood diamond. Blood meaning it's got a red tint to it, and spoiler, if you haven't seen it by now, it's a pretty good movie. But
Yeah.
somebody finds a blood diamond rather large, and they hide it, and they hold this person as hostage, and they go on a journey with somewhat bad accents, and because Leonardo doesn't have
A good accent in this movie.
what is it, a British accent, or
No, it's
Australian
Yeah.
accent, I think. And they take him hostage so he can show him where he hid the blood diamond,
Mm-hmm.
so he can make his deal or whatnot. But yeah, Blood Diamond,
What'd you give it?
I gave it a worthy watch of a 2.5.
Yeah. It's about a 2.53 for me. I've seen it multiple times.
I
but-
actually seen this a long time ago, but like it was years ago.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times. I think it's a good movie, but it's not something I'm going to rewatch. It's very long. And the last time I watched it was over a decade ago, so I don't see me watching it anytime soon again.
We got a whole bunch of other stuff, I think,
Yeah,
in this room to watch.
that I'm still trying to catch up on.
But anyway, moving right along. Sit down, strap in, and hold on tight if I didn't say so. We still got at least half more to go. This next one is from the year that shall not be named, 2020, and it is 89 minutes, and it is My Heart Can't Beat Unless You Tell It to. So this boy's heart, this family member, and this couple have to go out and kill and feed him blood so he can live.
Yep.
For some reason. It's not explained if he's a vampire or not. It's just very weird and slow. Like, you could be watching this while doing something. It's not something that you have to sit down and concentrate on, like a psychological movie. But, yeah. Oh, there's a nice actor in here that we like to say. His name is Patrick Fugit. Fugit. So we wanted to say, fuck this movie. But it was a fun story. A lot of kills. Just pointless to me.
Mm-hmm.
One-time watch, check it out, and then we don't need to keep it on our shelves.
Nope.
We need to make room for more Hallmarks and such.
What'd
But
you
anyway,
give it?
1.
I didn't see it. I didn't care to.
It was lame. I
Yep.
think. But anyway, this next one was pretty cool. This is from 1978. It is 112 minutes, and it is Patrick. And this is from Severin.
Yep.
It's about a comatose killer. And the ending wraps it up really neatly. And it gives you like a surprise. It's kind of a drama leading up to, who's in the bed. You have to wait till the end, till you find out a relationship story of about who's in the bed. And it's like, oh, that was really nice. Really nice the way they did it. But who wants to wait a whole movie to find out who the guy is? But it was really cool.
Yeah.
That's the fun factor of this, if you want to check this out. Spoiler, but you'll probably forget about it when you're watching it. But it does have special features. This is an Australian film, and they had a $400,000 budget, and it's based on a semi-true story about this comatose killer. Again, it's more psychological of how he can, like, kind of hear and do things, because people died while he was in the bed under his mind control, if you will. Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 1.5 because it had a story. It was pretty cool. It's a worthy watch.
I give it a 2. I thought it was all right. It's not something I would watch again. It was a good one-time watch.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this next one, I've been putting it off, but it is Requiem for a Dream from the year 2000, and it is 102 minutes.
I had to fix the artwork.
No problem. With Jared Leto, it's based on people pursuing their visions of happiness, and as everything begins to fall apart, they refuse to let it go, and they all plummet into like this terrible free fall of
drug-induced craziness.
low life
Debauchery,
situations, and the craziness ensues.
as I always say.
Yes, drug use. And that is it. And I did not rate this movie. I just put a star there. So I would probably give it a 1.
I give it, to me, it's a good 2.5 film. It is a tough watch kind of movie. To me, it's a one-time watch. It's not something, it doesn't give you the warm and cuddly feels to watch it again. It's a good movie. I thought it's very well done.
Yes, well done.
To me, it's just a one-time watch. It's like I said, it's one of those tough watches kind of films to watch. But
I did like it more than Trainspotting. What was it?
Yeah,
that one?
Trainspotting.
Yeah.
But 2.5.
Yeah. Check it out. It did seem long to watch it. It didn't really go as fast as Blood Diamond. Because Blood Diamond was long. Anyway, this next one, moving right along, I actually watched this one twice. It has a young Dakota Fanning in it, and it is The Secret Life of Bees from 2008. 114 minutes. And it's got a stacked cast. Queen Latifah, Dakota Fanning, Jennifer Hudson, and Alicia Keys. It's a story of a young girl, Lily, played by Dakota Fanning, where she runs away from her house, escaping her angry father, and she finds refuge in this honey house with her, with her caregiver. So she forms a bond with these three new women, the Boatwright sisters, and she finds out about her mother, about her life, and where she came from a little bit more, because she had a very rough childhood. I don't want to say too much about what happened.
Spoil it.
Yeah, because it's heavy material. It's heavy-hearted family material. It hurts a child when they're young to go through this situation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I gave it a star. Again, I didn't rate it because I watched it twice. It had a lot of lines where they were good, they were heartfelt, and they hit me. And the way these sisters like took care of each other and were just very caring. It's a little bit Jesus-y with a black Mother Teresa or Virgin Mary, have you? But
What'd you give it?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't do my homework. I gotta write these down. But anyway, yeah.
But this next one I did see.
Oh, this is a fun one. This is with Vince Vaughn, Kevin James, and Jennifer Connelly. And
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder. And some more Queen Latifah and Channing Tatum. This is The Dilemma from 2011. And it is 111 minutes. This is a lot of fun. Vince Vaughn sees something that is tough content to tell his best friend. And it hangs on his best friend's relationship. And not telling him or telling him basically causes a domino effect in other people's relationships. And the craziness does ensue.
Mm-hmm.
It causes this to happen and something else to happen.
Hence why the movie's called The Dilemma.
Yeah. As you watch it, it goes along.
It's just a big snowball.
Progresses.
It's a snowball
Yeah,
effect.
it keeps rolling. Sorry, that was bad. But anyway.
What'd you give it?
The Dilemma causes a domino effect. And I gave it a 2.5, a 3. I actually like this. This would be teetering on my shelf to keep, not keep. I do enjoy Winona as an actress. But I got so much to watch. I can let it go, but it is definitely a fun movie. I enjoyed it.
I give it a 2.5 as well. I think it's a fun movie. It's not great, but it's fun.
Relationships, scenarios that happen. Somebody might fall out of a tree. Things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this next one, this is from 2010. It is 100 minutes, and it is Legion. And this is just a hell movie. But, heaven will unleash hell on earth. In a post-apocalyptic world, war rages between man and a vampire, and as heaven and hell struggle with each other, these forces, a warrior priest's niece is kidnapped, and the battle between the two powers rivals on. A lot of action, okay story.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I gave it a 1.5 because I think you're going to ask me that.
I gave it a 1. I didn't think it was that great. I've seen it, I think this is the second time that I saw it, but it's okay. It's an alright movie. I'm getting rid of, just in case anybody asks, Priest, I already have in Blu-ray 3D, so that's why I'm getting rid of this double pack, because I only had this double pack for Legion. Priest I have on 3D, so that's staying in the collection. But, yeah.
Just wanted to check out Legion.
Yeah.
It's a worthy watch if you like supernatural powers and forces, angels and hell and demons.
Yeah.
A little bit hard to follow, but a lot better than, what was that first one? Something Trance.
Murderous Trance.
Murderous Trance. Oh, yeah. A lot better than Murderous Trance. But anyway.
I agree.
But anyway, this next one is a true story. It's a bit of a heavy hitter on the heart. Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
And it is from 2004, 121 minutes, Hotel Rwanda. This was very, very well done. It's a story of a brave man's stance against this savagery, like cults killing, and it's just basically during the 1994 Rwandan conflict between the Hutus and the Tutsis, and I don't want to say, yeah, it's a lot of genocide. It's a tough subject between tearing apart these families and these communities. Never mind communities, countries.
Yeah.
A lot of involvement with other countries.
It pretty much has to do with Don Cheadle. He's like running a hotel, the Hotel Rwanda, and him trying to keep it safe and trying to help people as well. And
he's trying to save his family, and he also takes in a whole bunch of people and children that literally have nowhere to go.
Yep.
So his hotel is like literally jam-packed. I mean, people laying in the hallways just so that they wouldn't be massacred.
Yep.
Outside. Literally. Thousands of people just littered outside.
Yep. What'd you give this movie?
That was a tough watch. I gave it a 3.5, a 4, because of its content and the way it was played out and the story was told.
Yeah, I give this 3.5. I thought it was very well done. I thought it was a great story. I thought the acting was really good. But it's nothing I would watch again. I just thought the story of it is just too heavy for something to watch more than once.
Likewise, yeah. But Hotel Rwanda, worthy watch.
I would say watch it.
Yes. History. Based on true story. Basically, a true story. This next one, though, we're going to lighten the heart with The Big Wedding. And it has Robert De Niro, Katherine Heigl, Susan Sarandon, and Robin Williams. I like the cast. I'm a fan of Katherine Heigl.
The Year and Time.
Oh, The Year and the Time. It is from 2013, and it is 90 minutes. Pretty easy watch, but this family gets together for a weekend wedding, and they have to pull things together because the groom's mother is flying in to meet the parents, and they're divorced, so they have to fake being a happily married couple for the groom's mother.
Yep.
And craziness ensues. Lies, relationships, just trying to cover your tracks, trying to be together. But yeah, it was fun.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 2.
I didn't see it.
Just because this poor mother who's religious about marriage flies halfway around the world to meet the parents, and it would just devastate her if she found out the parents were divorced. But anyway, moving right along here. Number 12, from 2005, 121 minutes. It is Constantine. Excuse me.
With Keanu Reeves.
And he is a demon hunter fighting the supernatural, where the spirit world broke loose and all hell is about to rise up and take control. But heaven is there standing by. It's non-stop action. It's a lot of Keanu's in it. I gave it a 2. Worthy one-time watch.
Yeah, I give it a 2 as well. I thought it was a good one-time watch. I know they're coming out with Constantine 2, I think this year or next year. I will watch that one, but again, to me, these in the series are just one-time watches.
Yeah, but definitely check it out.
Yeah.
I was interested in that one because I heard that they were coming out with a second one, and I hope Keanu's in it for the second one. Good. If not, it's like...
Then it's why even bother.
What are you thinking? Anyway, this next one is based on a true story. Another heavy hitter. I watched a lot of heavy hitters this month. This is from 2008, 121 minutes, and it is...
Valkyrie. With Tom Cruise.
With the Slip.
With the Slip. On DVD, though.
Yeah. It's a great story, and it has more detailed of events than Operation Valkyrie. I did enjoy it more. It's the story of Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg and his plan to eliminate the world's most terrible tyrant, Mr. Hitler,
Yeah.
if you will. It is a 2-disc edition, and it has a lot of special features.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Operation Valkyrie doesn't. It only has the making. This has all the features if you're into that. And that's pretty much all my notes.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 3.4 because I really liked Tom Cruise's performance, and it had more details and more understanding about how the movie played out.
Yeah.
Whereas Operation Valkyrie wasn't as easily understood. But Operation Valkyrie did have
We haven't got that one.
more of a story. Speaking of that, that's the next movie.
I give Valkyrie 3.5 as well because I really enjoy that film. But it's nothing I would rewatch.
I gave it a 3.4, not a 3.5. I was falling asleep. I gave it a 3.4. I'm going to give it a 3.5. Just say a 3.5. But this next one is Operation Valkyrie. This one is shorter than Valkyrie. It does not have Tom Cruise in it. This is from 2004, and it is 92 minutes. And I just want to say thank you to my co-host, because I'm not usually the host. This is made with more emotion, and it hits harder with the visuals and the words.
But it's not as detailed as the Tom Cruise one.
Valkyrie, yeah. If you're going to watch it, I would watch Valkyrie first, then Operation Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
So you can understand it more. But it's the Germans' plot to assassinate Mr. Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
Tough content and the bombing and such.
Yep. What'd you give it?
I gave this a 3. Did I say it was from 2004, 92 minutes?
Yes, you did.
I think I did, because you had to remind me.
Yes, I
But
did.
one quote from the movie, it stuck out to me, and I wrote it down. One's moral values are measured by his willingness to sacrifice his life for his beliefs. And that's why he had to do what he had to do. And in Operation Valkyrie, it only has the making of Operation Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So if you want all special features, see Valkyrie with Tom Cruise in it. That has a whole bunch of stuff. But this next one is from Arrow. The slip is like glaring at me over here in this hot pink. It is from 1987, 83 minutes, and it is Scared Stiff.
No.
No, it's not. It's Crimes of Passion. I can't read my own notes. I skipped ahead. I'm not used to having all these titles to go through, I guess. But
Crimes of Passion.
Crimes of Passion from 1984, 107 minutes. I can talk better in this video, but I can't read my notes. But it's a fashion designer that leads a double life where she does business and offices during the day, and she's a prostitute by night. She goes by China Blue.
Yep.
She does wear blue. So if you're looking for some skin and some interesting scenes, you'll find them.
Mm-hmm.
And a psychopathic priest played by Norman Bates, Mr. Anthony Perkins, and I think he investigates it.
Yeah.
People die. Spoiler. I mean,
Spoiler.
Crimes of Passion.
Mm-hmm.
People die. Blood is spilled, and they try to find out
Yeah.
who's behind the murders.
What'd you give it?
So if you want to see some murders and skin, there you go. I gave it a 1.5.
I give this movie
With the
2. I thought it was good, as she said. The female lead in this that plays China Blue is a young Kathleen Turner from Romance in the Stone, Jewel of the Nile. But I thought it was all right, but it's not something of anything I would watch again.
No, it was too much. It was too much adult content for me, if you can believe that.
I just thought it was a little slow.
Yeah, it was. I don't need it. But this next one is Scared Stiff from 1987, and it is 83 minutes. A couple moves into this house with their son. So it's a couple and a family that moves into a mansion, and they are basically traumatized by the old evil curse in the house, and it comes to haunt them and basically take their lives. It's pretty creepy. So the blood past comes to haunt them, and they find clues and an amulet or a stone that can, help ward off the evil spirits or subdue them. But yeah, interesting story. Nice one-time watch.
What'd you give it?
A 1.5. I was ready for that one.
I give it a 1.5 as well. I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was anything great. Nothing I would rewatch again.
Yeah. The boy did a nice job. Let's see. All right, this next one was a rewatch for me.
Yeah, it's a rewatch for both of us.
I wanted to check it out because of the nice artwork on the front cover. And it is from 1981. It is 93 minutes, and it is Madhouse. I got a lot of movies that are variety in this one. I got 1960s to 2000s. But many people visit, but few leaves. So it's a story of two twins, and one tortured the other as a child. And one of them starts to get, one of them comes down with a disease, and they're hospitalized, and she breaks out of the hospital to get her revenge on her sister, and she gives her a dying birthday like never before. She gives her a birthday to die for.
Yep.
With all the guests.
And the craziness ensues. We won't go into
a lot of craziness ensues. Yeah.
What'd you give this one?
I wouldn't be dying to see it, but I gave it a 2.5.
I give it a 2.5 as well. I thought it was a good two-time watch, but again, nothing I would rewatch again.
All right, number 18. From 1984, 86 minutes, it is The Mutilator. By sword, by pick, by axe, bye-bye. A son is told by his father to lock up his beach condo, and he brings his friends and some alcohol, and one by one, his friends start to disappear. So it's basically a couple of couples staying in this beach house, hanging out, and somebody is out to kill them all one by one.
Yeah.
Worthy watch, interesting. Don't dash out to watch it, though.
Yeah. I thought... What'd you give it before I start talking?
It was nice content. I gave it a 2.
I thought it was all right. I thought some parts were ridiculous. Some people, I didn't like their voice, and I just wanted them to die quickly.
Oh my God, yes.
But...
He must have said it about 12 times. I can't stand his voice.
But I thought it was an okay one-time watch. It wasn't anything great. I thought it would have been more... I just thought it was... It's hard to say.
A little cheese?
Yeah, it was like cheaply made. It wasn't...
Cheese.
There was no real story to it. It had a good premise, but the execution of that story, I just thought it was just very...
It came up short.
Yeah, it came up short. It came up quick, and I just...
But yeah, The Mutilator.
Yep.
They could have done that a little bit better if they put in some more fun lines and...
A little bit more effort.
Showed some more killing scenes. Like, played out better.
Yeah.
This next one is from 1965. It is 85 minutes, and it is The Possessed. This is a Italian subtitled black and white, and it's about a man staying in a hotel to visit Tildy, a woman that he loved that he finds out passed away. And it's about a relationship and the murder mystery of why Tildy died. And I don't want to say anything of what happened or anything. If you want to,
don't spoil it.
If you want to watch it, check it out. I mean, it's from 1965, but it's an interesting family watch. It's about a murder and why she died. Worthy watch. I gave it a... You can say it.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 1.5 because it was a good story.
I didn't watch it. I wasn't really into it.
You walk by and you're like, oh, this is a read black and white. I'm all set.
Yeah, I was good.
I was hooked to reading it. It was an easy read for me. This next one was interesting. Another Arrow. It is from 1988, and it is 91 minutes, and it is...
Trapped Alive.
Trapped Alive. There's evil underground. So Robin and Monica are on their way to a Christmas party. So this could be a Christmas movie.
Yep.
It opens right with Christmas, basically. And they decide to help a, what do you call it? A hitchhiker?
Yeah.
A person in need on the side of the road.
Hitchhiker.
Yeah. Bad idea. Two pretty ladies take on these criminals, and then they soon find themselves in a tight spot, and they become hostages, and their car crashes, and things go downhill from there.
And the craziness ensues, like I always say.
Hence Trapped Alive.
Mm-hmm.
And the end has a nice wrap-up of who and why things happen. It ties things together with a bow nicely.
Mm-hmm.
It's a payout ending where it's nice to hear how that happened or what that was. It's like, oh, that's why. So, yeah. Worthy watch for this one.
What'd you give it?
I give it a deuce. A 2.
I give it 2 as well. I thought it was alright.
This next one I watched just because of the name of the title. And you can say it, Joe.
Go ahead.
It is from 1975, and it is 98 minutes.
And it is Strip Nude for Your Killer.
If you can get through the first 20 minutes of this, it's got an interesting story. But the first 20 minutes are a little hard to sit through. It's kind of boring for me. But lots of nudity, English, Italian. It's basically about a photographer and her on and off boyfriend who try to look into these murders.
It's a murder mystery.
They team up to investigate these sexual murders.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it. And there is a blue tint option for the opening, which I found interesting. It's only like a couple minutes, but you see it in blue, like this blue tint.
What'd you give it?
I give it a 1. And this is kind of low budge. It's got blood that looks like paint. So if you want to see blood that looks like paint, watch this one. But anyway, moving right along, we still got 2 more juicy ones to go through. This next one is another tough one. But it is low budge. It is from 1988. It is 83 minutes. And it is Infernal Hard R.
Yeah.
Low budget goodness. It's about Carlos, a serial hard R, and he's taken to the electric chair, and he is expected to be executed. So he's pronounced dead, presumed to be dead, but the story says otherwise, and he is given an option from this demon, and he can't refuse that option. It's too good to be true, so he takes it, and he has to carry out what this demon lady, says, or his life will be revoked or taken back. And basically he becomes the son of Satan, and he does these crimes and this content you see, and that's the cur, and the craziness ensues.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 1.5.
The only thing I saw of this movie was the cheesy CGI laser eyeballs.
Oh, I said, you gotta see this. It
was pretty bad.
It looks just like I think the back shows it.
The back cover.
Yeah, it literally looks just like that. See the oh.
Yeah, it looks bad, but it's the sign of the times.
Yeah, he actually puts the 666 symbol on all of his victims so that the woman demon can take them or claim their souls or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm all set with that one all day. This next one, I watched it just to watch it because what Joe buys, I don't know. I don't know. What have you taught me? But this is Inferno of Torture, and it is exactly what it says it is. It is
Urine.
Inferno of Torture.
Urine runtime.
Urine?
Yep.
Urine?
Urine runtime.
Year and runtime. Urine. Anyway. This is from 1969, and it's 95 minutes. We gotta have a little bit of fun with these videos. This is a horrible watch. Like, why did I even watch this? Why did you buy this movie? This is it. And the scene at the end of this movie, I cannot unsee that. I mean, it was nicely done and executed. See what I did? Executed. But, Wow. It's about a woman that has to repay her debt, and she can't repay her debt, so she's sent to this torture house, and she's basically, hung and gagged and hit. And then it becomes a, what do you call it? A tattooing competition between these two great tattoo rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the competition to find the best skin, and Yummy, whatever. She apparently has the best skin, and they tattoo her, and now they're talking about tattoos instead of, the jobs of all of these women in this house.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to see a bunch of nudity, and torture, watch this. And I'm gonna make him watch that end scene just so he can't get it out of his head, because I cannot unsee that. It's like a piece of the Suburban film or The House That Jack Built. There's some tough scenes in that you cannot unsee. But if you like those films, check this one out.
What'd you give it?
A 0.5, my dear.
I didn't watch it.
It's terrible.
But
why did I watch this?
That is everything that we have for
ultimate ending.
This video.
Lots of I was going through the boutique section so we can thin that out.
Yep. But these are
most
everything
of these are probably
that we have right here.
On Whatnot, I believe.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a second.
Oh, okay. Didn't want you to forget.
I'm not going to.
Oh, that's a lot of
But that is everything that's leaving the collection this month. Mm-hmm. As this video drops on Tuesday, the Friday after this video drops, that'll be like the first week of December. On that Friday at 9 p.m., we'll be doing a Whatnot stream, and all of these will be on there.
Like
yeah. All of these will be on there, as well as
a bunch of other stuff.
Hundreds of more titles. So if you want to stop if you want to stop on by. If you don't buy anything, just stop in, say hi, hit up the chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good to talk to people on there.
Let us know what's good, what's not good.
Yeah, but like I said,
dude, you still have that? Why do you still have that?
In the description down below will be my Whatnot page. So if you're not part of Whatnot, check it out. But if you like this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, videos before and after. If you want to subscribe to us, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. I'll have more videos for you. If you want to leave a comment down below about any of this stuff, start typing away. Have you seen any of these? What did you think of them? But until next time, guys.
Damn, that was a lot of content.
Bye.
I can't see you. I really can't.